Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video should be an exciting one. If you haven't been around in the last few months, haven't been checking up on makeup releases there, ABH has released quite a few eyeshadow palettes, right? It started with Riviera, then there was Alyssa Edwards, then there was Jackie Aina, 3 Norvina palettes, but it's this palette that I'm about to talk about in this video that I saw the most negative, not so happy, I guess you could say, backlashy type of response from Deeper Complexions. If you have not seen it, ABH collab with Carli Bybel. This is the package that I almost dropped that came in the mail, and when you open it up, there is the actual palette there. The packaging, the design is very Carli Bybel, but it's also very pretty there. This is what the inside of the palette looks like though. Those are the shades in the palette. Now, given everything else they've released in the last few months, you know, especially with the Jackie Aina palette and her saying that she made those shades with Deeper Complexions in mind just because of how light shades can work on Deeper Complexions, I understand the issue there. ABH gonna have to take some of that L because some of their own promotion flyers, posters of the palette didn't help them out there. Even myself, when I saw it, I was like, oh, those look real not going to work on my eyes there. I feel like had they used promotions like this with this type of lighting on it, it probably wouldn't have been that big of a thing when it finally did launch there. But now I have it in my actual hands, so we're gonna test it out on my face. I am gonna do swatches in this video so we can see if this is a palette that Deeper Complexions can use on their eyes. With that being said, I'm pretty sure I have been following Carli Bybel since I was a senior in high school. I ain't gotta mention how old I am right now, but y'all know I ain't anywhere close to high school, all right? I'm high school removed, not even adjacent to college at this point. So I've been following her for a long time. And if you too have been following her for a long time, then you know when you open up this palette where the brush just fell out, this palette screams Carli Bybel. You open it and you're just like, yeah, I can understand why every single shade in that palette is in that palette. And I'd have to probably give her that award of, out of, you know, all the eyeshadow collabs throughout the years, you know, Desi, Shayla, Jackie, Carli, who else is, it's my Ray Ray. When you open a palette and you see the shades that the person chose in the palette, like she gets the award for, okay, yeah, not a single shade in this palette has to be explained because these are literally the only shadows that Carli uses. So I understand the inside of the palette there, but again, I'm a Deeper Complexion there, so we're gonna find out if, you know, I can use it on my eyes. So I'm gonna start out with this shade right here called Bible. The white packaging is not helping me here. She was like, y'all are going to know whose palette this is, all right? Branding. And put that right here. Another layer of it. And then this shade right here called Bowie. And that'll be in my crease. So I'm first gonna take this shade called Stev right over that crease color that I just used. Literally just right over it. And it's gonna be my outer corner shade as well. I'm gonna use this shade called Away for my lid shade. This might be a shade you need to use your finger for because nothing was coming up on the brush. All right, let's try with the, ooh, with the finger there. Ooh, ooh, all right. There is quite a bit of fallout on my face right now. Not that much, just around my nose area, but I am not mad at it. That is a very pretty color, and the payoff you get using your finger, I might have done that there with that shade. This is giving me very prom vibes. I don't want to talk about my actual prom makeup, but this is giving me very prom vibes. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe the fallout off and quickly run through my base makeup. I was like, you know what? It's an ABH palette, so let me use the ABH foundation. Why do I feel like she's pulling a little orange today? Let me blend the whole thing out first before I talk. I'm gonna do the same on my bottom lash line with that brown and the pink. Let's try the shade Libra to highlight my brow. And inner corner, let's do this shade right here called Aura. All right, turns out Aura is another have to use your finger shade. All right, that's it on the look. We are on a time crunch here, so I'm going to quickly swatch some shades I didn't use. There is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, how am I gonna do this? 5. There are 5 shades swatched there, and then here are the other 3 shades I didn't use. 1, 2, 3. That was actually more pigmented than I was expecting there. Let me get some of the color even there. So after looking at the shadows on my eyes and the swatches there, do I think this palette would work on dark skin? Yes, I do. Here's the thing. If the eyeshadow looked like this is the lip gloss that I'm wearing right now. If it looked like this in the pan, and then it looked like my transition shade, or even the pinky shade that I used in my crease, then I feel like, you know, I'd have something to say there. Like, something's not correlating between the pan and my eyes there. But I feel like my transition shade looks like how the shade looked in the pan. It's just a very light shade. So if you're not about that life, you don't wear, you know, kind of pastel-y, light type of eyeshadows like this. Like, this is not a sugar pill type palette. Like, these are very bold colors there. You know, these are for very colorful eyeshadow wearers out there. If you're not that type of person and you do wear, you know, more of these type of shades, then I feel like, and you do have a deeper complexion and you want to use this, I feel like you can use this there. I've been saying throughout the entire video that I feel like it's very, you know, prom, wedding, bride, special occasion. Like, if you're not that type of makeup wearer, then I don't think that you would really care for this palette. But if you are, then I feel like, yeah, you can get looks out of this palette there. Again, that transition shade, like I feel like I just would have liked like one transition shade for my skin tone. You can obviously still make it work, but you know, like just one. But that's just me there. But other than that, everything, I mean, really, that's the only difference with this palette compared to all the other Anastasia palettes. It's just that the other ones, literally from Riviera to Jackie to all of the Norvina palettes, they're very bold, rich colors in all of those palettes. And this one is just a, you know, brighter palette in shades. So with that being said, I feel like everything else kind of works the same. Like, they blend together. The mattes are good mattes. The shimmers is probably what I like most about this palette here, y'all. That shade on my eye is such a pretty color. There are shimmers in this palette, like easy ones that you can just use a brush for. Now I didn't go that hard because I don't want that bright of a brow highlight there, but that shade that I use for my brow highlight, like that's one that you just easily dip your brush into, get it going there. The one I used on my inner corner and on my actual lid are two that, you know, like once you put your brush in it and you realize like nothing's coming up on the brush, that's when you want to either, you know, like break out a settings, like a MAC Fix Plus to get it on your eye, or just use your finger there. Use your fingers. Both of them are going to, the color pay off. You don't notice it that much on the one in my inner corner because, you know, I wasn't trying to go crazy there and mess it up and then end up not liking the entire thing. But using your fingers on those, okay, they did that with those shimmers there. What else? Anything else? Yeah, I feel like that's pretty much it, y'all. They blend, they show up. Very pretty colors. Again, here for the shimmers in this palette, both kinds there. Makeup artists out there, I feel like it's a palette that you'd really like in your kit. Like, this is giving very easy bride prom makeup there. So I think that you'd like it. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So congratulations to ABH and Carli on another collab there. yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap that up. So if you guys were interested in seeing how this palette works, I hope I helped. If any of you wanted to check it out for yourself, make sure to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe down below. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one.